Hi, I'm Elizabeth Gordon. I'm a Senior Technical Support Scientist here at LI-COR, and today we're going to talk about the process of making a configuration for your LI-600. So, you'll need a few things to do this. You'll need an LI-600, you'll need a computer, and you'll have downloaded the software from our website, which is free and available for Windows and Mac. You'll need the USB connection cable that came with your instrument, and you'll need any applicable dongles that might connect your instrument to your computer. In my case, I only have a USB-C, and this is USB-A, so I need something that has USB-A on it. So when you start the free LI-600 software that you've downloaded from the LI-COR website, it's going to come to this screen, which tells you your software version, your bundled firmware version, and allows you to go to offline mode for the LI-600 or the LI-600N. We're going to go to offline mode for the LI-600, so I'll click here. And it'll bring me to the main screen. So I've got configuration management, data management, a barcode generator if I'd like to do that, and connection overview. I'd like to make a new configuration, so I'll go to configuration management. I see that there are 4 configurations here. These are default configurations created by LI-COR. You cannot edit these, and you cannot change the name of them. So I want to make a new configuration, so I'll press my plus sign, create new configuration. I will name this configuration survey, and I will give it an author. I would like to use the fluorometer options, and I would like to use the GPS and leaf angle options. The next thing I need to go to when I make my configuration is the data label screen, and I can get there either by pressing this arrow here or by tapping over in this bar. So it's completely up to you which one you want to do. I'm going to check the prompt on log box, which means that when I press the log button or the instrument presses the log button for me in automatic mode, then it brings me to this screen. And I can have up to 3 data labels, so I will make 3. And I will do species. And I will choose a list, 3 choices for my list. So let's call that sunflower, corn, and soybean. The next thing I want is to have a number, and so I'm going to choose leaf number. And I'm going to have that number auto increment. Can always reset it, but I'm going to have it auto increment for now. The last thing I'm going to do is treatment, and I'll make that be a barcode, meaning that when I choose this one, the barcode scanner will turn on the bottom of my instrument, and it will go ahead and allow me to take that barcode information and enter it into this field. Next, I'll go to auto mode setup. Currently, logging is set to manual, but I would like to set it to auto mode, so I'm going to go ahead and check that, and it tells me logging occurs when it's stable. I need to give it stability criteria, so I will choose GSW, and here I have 3 choices, fast, medium, and custom. Fast has a stability slope limit of 0.05, medium is 0.001, and custom I can change my stability limit as well as my period in seconds. But let's go back to fast. I will also choose fast preset for fluorescence, and again, stability limit is either 5, 1, or custom. So let's go with fast. Remarks are a way to remind yourself that you need to look more carefully at that last data point. By default, the remark name is flag, as in, hey, I'm waving a flag, there's a problem here. You can name this remark anything you like. It doesn't tell you why the remark has occurred, just that a remark was placed in the file, and you'll need to go back and take a look at that data and determine why. Measurement settings. This is where we can set our flow rate, match time, and things fluorescence data. So by default, the flow rate is high, 150 micromoles a second. But if you're working with a plant that has a lower stomatal conductance, or it might be a little bit sensitive to wind, you could set it to medium or low. For now, we're going to leave it at high. Match frequency, the instrument will automatically match based on time, and it's going to match either every 10 minutes to every 30 minutes. It will never match more rarely than every 30 minutes, and you can't set it to match more frequently than every 10. So I'm going to set it to 10. That's a pretty good number. And the matching process is very quick, so it won't interrupt your data very much at all. For our flash options, we can choose if we are going to do a dark adapted flash. By default, it says we are going to do rectangular, flash intensity of 600 and 800 milliseconds, and you see dark adapted default set at the bottom. But let's do a light adapted flash. So I'm going to choose a multi-phase flash, 7,000 micromoles of light, phase lengths look good, ramp amount looks good, constants look fine. These defaults are in the software because they're very good for almost all species. If you are getting into hardcore fluorescence, then you may need to change them, but most of the time you don't need to adjust them at all. Here's our display layout. Here's where we can change what we look at. I would like to see both phi-PS2 and GSW, so I'm going to click on this and change it to phi-PS2. And I think I'd like to see what my slopes are. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and change this to my slope for gas exchange and this to my slope for fluorescence. There we go. Okay, so that tells me that this is what my instrument is going to look like. And then I go to preview, and this is what my screen would look like. So I've got my information telling me, hey, here are the parameters I'm going to see on my screen. I've got my GPS pin. If I go over to data labels, it lets me know that it will say species, leaf number, and treatment, and I could change that if I wanted to. But all of those things look good, so I'm going to go to Save Configuration. My configuration is now saved, and I'd like to upload it to my instrument. So I'm going to go back to my home screen. I'm going to turn my instrument on. It's going to say the instrument is now connected, so I'll go to Connection Overview. I'll choose Explore, Configuration Management, and I'm going to go ahead and replace one of these. So I'm going to remove the manual GSW just for the sake of showing you how to do that. So I'm going to press Remove from Instrument. I will confirm that I want to remove it. Now I'm going to upload this configuration to slot number 4, which is the free slot. I will confirm that. And off I go. My instrument is ready for me to take a measurement. So that's how you make a configuration and how you upload it to your instrument. So you can see that it's very easy to create a configuration for your LI-600 or 600N, and it's very easy to load it to the instrument. Once you have your configuration created and loaded, you're ready to go, and we hope you enjoy your measurements. If you have any questions or concerns, contact LI-COR.